Come, Miss Claire, take the back off your head, my dear. Come this way, Miss Flo. Evening breeze a blow. Help down ya, after you no be so burdened by. Rest yourself at ease, feel the evening breeze. Evening time, work is over now, it's evening time. With the walk on mountain, the walk on mountain, the walk on mountainside. Make we cook the big pan the way. Make we eat and sing, dance and play ring ding on the mountainside. Catch up the fire matter, pass me the gungo piece.
Welcome to Ascot Primary. This school started in 1997. Our first principal was Mrs. Moby Campbell. And after Mrs. Moby Campbell we had Miss Jean Ferron. And then that baton was passed to me, Mark that. Ascot Primary School, we believe in the holistic development of all students, and as of such, we fashion our programs here to cater to students from various background and learning abilities. So much so that we are constantly devising programs to reach out to our students. And of course, in devising these programs, we try to align them to the desires and the demands of the 21st century. This brings us to the point where we have started teaching animation and robotics as part-time subjects. And as we venture into the 21st century, of course, we'll be looking to see how we can have these subjects being taught right across the grades, from grade 1 to 6 century. As a school, we believe that the physical plant should have the aesthetic appeal that students feel comfortable to learn. We also believe that the curriculum is given as a guide, but this is up to the educators and the leaders of the various institutions to embellish these curriculums so that the other soft skills of the students are developed. So welcome to Ascot Primary. I call it the Learning Oasis. Our motto says strive for excellence, and we are always striving for excellence in every sense of the word, by trying to ensure that when your children plant their feet on this plot of land, they leave transformed, so they can go out and say to others, like the man in the Bible, when he met Jesus, he went out and he came back and he said to the people, come see a man. We expect that every child that comes to this school will leave and go out and say, come see a school, come meet a principal, come meet some teachers, come meet a place where excellence can be seen, felt. And looking, the school term has ended, you were plunged into virtual teaching, and as a student I would like to hear from you. So welcome to this program.
Thank you, sir. My name is Yami Wills and I'm grade 6 year.
Let me ask you, our virtual graduation will be June 30.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is the theme for this graduation?
The theme is maintaining focus and determination in the face of COVID-19.
Very good, thank you. I have a question for you. Can you tell me, how did COVID-19 impact you? You were at school and you were just told that we have to go home because there's a case of corona in Jamaica, and you just never came back to school, you just never saw your friends collectively again, you just didn't see your teachers, you were out of the physical environment, how would you have spent most of your years now that you're in grade 6? And you're at home, learning in what they call virtual school. How did this impact you? What was the experience like?
Sir, it was a nice experience. Doing online classes was quite similar to being in a classroom, but I just didn't get that social interaction in the physical environment.
Okay. Share some of the experience you had in that virtual class. Question for you. Obviously, you would have learned some things while operating in virtual school. Could you share with us some of the things you would have learned while you operated in virtual school?
Sir, I learned how to operate certain platforms, and I would just like to give like a big thank you to my teachers for everything and everything. It was nice experience.
What were some of the platforms that you learned?
We went on Class Dojo, Google Classroom, and Skype.
Oh, very good. So now PEP results will be here tomorrow. And the schools of your choice were?
Arden, St. Jago, Georges. That was my top 3. I can't remember all because
Fine. So tomorrow the result is here. How are you feeling?
Sir, I'm honestly quite excited. Sir, I think I did very well.
Okay. So, good. Happy to hear that. Now that you'll be venturing on to high school, what advice would you give to your fellow primary school students who are left here, who may have to continue in virtual school just like you did?
Honestly, it's all about the mindset and the water to get it.
Oh, so you tell them to put their mind to their schoolwork, focus, and do well. Nice talking to you, Jaleel. Very good, and all the best. And we hope that you get the school of your choice.
Ascot Primary School, we strive for excellence.
They are here to show focus and determination in the face of COVID-19.
My name is Colin Berger and I'm a great student of Ascot.
So, you have been home, Colin. You had to miss out on all your friends because COVID came and you were told that, hey, it's online teaching. How has this experience been for you?
At first it was okay,
Go ahead.
At first it was okay because finally had a break from our prep exams, but over time it was not boring because we didn't have any physical interaction with our classmates and I kind of missed the learning experience.
Yeah, being in class. There are times when you will be able to chat with your friend when the teacher turn her back and make a little joke here and there. At lunchtime, you will have your fun time together, just a physical interaction. I can understand that. But what lessons did you learn from this experience, especially technologically speaking?
Technologically improved. I didn't really learn anything from that because I already know it.
So you are already technologically savvy. Oh, great. So you were really learning anything new. Impressive. So you really didn't discover a new you because you would have discovered yourself technologically already, being on all of those platforms. Now your PEP results are here. Will be here tomorrow. How do you feel?
Well, I'm kind of nervous, but not really because I know that I did good in and the rest of my exams.
So which was your school of choice?
I had schools chosen, but I never had a school chosen.
So which school do you desire to go?
St. Andrews or Arden.
St. Andrews or Arden. So we look forward to you wearing one of those uniforms in September. But just before you go, can you just say what advice you would give to your primary school students who are living here at Ascot Primary, because we may just have to continue operating virtually?
Well, the mistake I made was that I wasn't at every class because sometimes I had problems with my tablet, so I wasn't able to join every class. And classes that I haven't class that I finally managed to join, I don't understand what the teaching because I missed out on the class.
So you would encourage them to have their device and stay in every class to benefit maximum. Okay. I thank you, ma'am, and all the best, and we hope that you get the school.
Thank you to the teachers for their higher and determination to teach us students, even if we're not on our best behavior. And I also want to say thank you to our principal for guiding us in the right direction.
Teachers, principal, and class principals for their help learning through life and continue to be great. And for helping me to do better in my schoolwork.
Yeah, big thank you to my principal. He's one of the best principals ever. I want to say a big thank you to my wonderful teachers. I started off as a shy little child. I just want to say thank you for making me a better student. I am the head girl, and I just want to say thank you because I believe teachers work really hard, and I appreciate that. I also want to say a big thank you to the parents. They're also helpful. And thank you overall to everyone for helping me to become a better person. And thank you.
Give a big thank you to the principal, vice principal, teachers, parents, and to my peers. Continue striving for excellence.
We will always remember Ascot Primary, the place that molded us into excellence.
With the chit-chat with employees of Ascot Primary School, we deem it important to be doing this at this time because if you look behind me, you will see discovering the new you. Obviously, we said COVID came, and it has left us no choice but to discover a new way of operating as a school. And you know that as a school we have different categories of workers carrying out various functions. A while ago we spoke to our grade 6 teacher, and now we'll be talking to our clerical assistant.
Hi, I'm the clerical assistant. My name is Janine Martin.
And I do have a few questions for you, Ms. Martin. How did COVID-19 impact your job?
Well, usually we would have been here, say, Monday to Fridays, between specific hours. With coronavirus on board, we had to tailor those days and the times that we had. So instead of coming every day, we came like 2 to 3 days per week, and the hours were also tailored. Most of the job though was done at home, and whatever could not be done at home, the days that we came to tailor the hours and ensure that all the tasks were still carried out despite what was happening around us.
And I know it would have infringed rather, on your space at home. How did you survive in that space?
Well,
Calling it work and home space.
it was a tedious task because I have a 2-year-old at home. So I had to find time like in between his sleeping time. I've got to put in as much work, getting up extra early to put in the work, and also at night. So that was the hardest part for me. And also he's doing Zoom classes with his teachers. So I had to find time to also facilitate his classes at home, plus balancing it with regular work.
So did you find this extra stressful? Or?
Yes, it was. This was more tedious than before because now instead of having to only focus on the job, I have to focus on my home and work. So it was very
What
stressful.
lessons did you learn?
I am now better at managing my time. I now know how to prioritize better, putting things into perspective and seeing what is more important and working down the line of each list. So that was the best thing for me. I now know how to maneuver a lot of new programs, given that we have to focus more on technology now with COVID. So I know to maneuver myself better, especially with the help of our technological person at school, Mr. Morgan. He assisted me a lot with garnering the skills needed to maneuver myself.
And the final question, what advice would you give to other persons who have to work in maybe public and private sector? Should we continue operating the way we are now?
Learn, read and learn, because this will now be our new norm. We'll have to know how to operate in a technological world. We're now moving further into the 4th generation then of technology, and we need to know how to maneuver around it. So read, learn, get it.
And thank you very much, ma'am. And continue working as hard as you are to keep the flag of Ascot Primary School
Strive for excellence, yes.
And thank you. And discovering the new us here at Ascot Primary School. We're now having chit-chat because we realize we are embarking as a school on a new frontier. The landscape of education has changed with the advent of COVID, and so schools will never be the same. Joining me now in our chit-chat section today is Mrs. Lily Sinclair Plummer, an extraordinary teacher, and I say that to say she's one of those teachers who dared COVID and was out in the community distributing printed material to students. Not many of us would have ventured out to put ourselves at risk, but she did. And today I'm happy to have you as a teacher here on staff with this kind of passion, this kind of zeal for your students. And I am sure you'll have a lot to share with us in terms of your COVID experience as a teacher and as a grade coordinator.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much. As a teacher, I must say that this experience has been one of great learning. I find that I had to become more technologically savvy. I had to become more friendly with my devices, and it only allows you or allowed me to extend myself more to my parents, my colleagues, and even persons outside of my school community. Because there were times that we had to share, I had to share with other teachers within the Zoom, outside of the Zoom, needing assistance, how to set up even the simple online classes, as some would call it. That is simple though. For some persons it was challenging because they weren't able prior to, and they didn't have an open mind to technology. So they had a mental block, so to speak, so you had to just prepare their mind to say, come on, this is new, this is something that we will have to treat with going forward, so we must get it right. Even though just not, you will eventually get there.
Thank you. What lessons would you say you learned from COVID-19 as a teacher?
I learned better time management, how to be more prepared for my students. Yes, you would have done that during your regular teaching learning sessions prior to COVID. However, during this time, it pushed you some more. The COVID-19 pushed you some more to research before, long before the topics were even shared. You have to go and get your materials open, get it online, even if it wasn't to be posted immediately, but you had to become more okay with it because now it is an online platform. Anyone, any parent who is well educated could also join the platform, and you didn't want to skip it, so to speak. So you made yourself more I made myself more prepared, and I also was better able to sit with my children, spend more time. I learned that communication is key. It is key. I never had that experience before because, you know, being a teacher myself, I had less time at home, but while being there, I had more time to spend with them and share in their learning. I also learned that we can't take anything for granted. This moment we're here, and the next minute we have no idea what will really happen. So just have an open mind and be prepared for whatever comes. And challenges aren't here to beat us down, but to make us stronger.
Profound statement. What advice would you give to parents, your fellow colleagues, and even students who might still have to operate in this virtual platform?
Going forward, I advise even myself to continue to become more familiar with the devices, be it the phone, the smartphone, the tablet, the laptop, or even the computer. Become more familiar with them. Research. And as you research, practice. Become just edify yourself. Don't allow others to push you to become better learners, because I cannot learn for you. I cannot open your brain to put anything in it, but I can only encourage you to formulate ideas for yourself, and in this season, it's what is required. So I encourage everyone to become familiar with the devices, research, practice, be creative, and use up the skills that God has given to you.
September is not yet here, but how do you visualize September?
I visualize September being one of great, and I'll say challenges in quotation, though you may be prepared for the time. Each day will come with different experiences.
And through your mind's eyes, what do you see physically happening September in schools?
A smaller number of students in class, less grouping because of the COVID-19 situation and social distancing.
You hope the children at primary level will be able to execute that kind of idea?
It will be challenging. However, I see more of the students doing online activities, the group work being more focused online, and teachers having less talking, which you have been driving, Mr. Jackson. Teachers must just facilitate and encourage the students to develop their critical thinking skills, and we have been pushing this throughout the time, and it's more profound now that COVID came and just drove us into this era. This pandemic has caused us as teachers to talk less. Even on the Zoom session, you had to just ask the questions and have the children express themselves more, participating in the chat room. And it's an experience that you didn't fully enjoy, yes, at times, based on their language. However, it showed you what it is that and how it is that they are able to put their words together and formulate their sentences, and to see how this way have developed their skills.
And thank you very much for your time. Continue to serve with all your heart as you have been doing. And I must say, we appreciate everything that we do here as a teacher. That's the purpose. Continue with for your students. God bless you. Another teacher, a grade 6 teacher, who is sitting with bated breath anticipating the results. Welcome, Miss.
Thank you, sir. Hi, my name is Miss Williams, and I'm a grade 6 teacher at the Ascot Primary.
And my question for you, Miss Williams, you have been out there in the virtual classroom navigating your way in order to bring out excellence in your students. Can you share with me, how did you navigate your way during COVID virtually to reach your students effectively?
Okay, at first it was a challenge because a lot of the students were stressed, and because they miss their teachers and they miss their friends. So because being online, it kind of helped a lot of students go to cope. For me, I tried a lot of practice. First, it was Eduvocal. I tried Class Dojo. I did Skype. I did WhatsApp, which did not give me a lot of features. So I had to try a lot of apps to get to somewhere where my students would feel comfortable learning right at home and so forth. So the experience for me was really good. I am tech savvy, so it wasn't hard for me to jump into a 21st century kind of setting. So that's my take on it, on the experience.
What advice would you give to your fellow colleagues with regards to the new phase that education has taken now since COVID-19?
To my new colleagues, I would say that just take it as a learning process, right? We're teachers, so we learn new stuff every day. So take it as a learning process. So if you're asked to do something, don't take it to say that, burden yourself to say that you can't, because telling yourself you can't, your mind is already saying that you can't. So, and being a teacher, you have to try new things. You understand? You have to try new things because you have to try things to get your students comfortable to the learning process as best as possible. So to my colleagues, I would say that when something is introduced, just put your best out there to say, I am going to do it. Even when you don't know, because for instance, YouTube, everything is on YouTube. So just put yourself out there and say that I'm going to do it and put in my mind that I can do it, even though you know you're not that tech savvy, but at the end of the day you will learn something, and that's all about, that's education is all about learning. And being a teacher, you have to put yourself out there to learn as much as possible.
And how many butterflies are in your stomach now as you're waiting results tomorrow?
I am so nervous as a student, I must say. I am very nervous. But you know, I tell my students, it doesn't matter where you're placed. Just go there and do your best. You're coming from Ascot, where the motto is strive for excellence. You understand? You already put that in there to go there and do your best. So it doesn't matter which school you're going to. All the teachers are from Teachers College. You know, some schools have a, you know, but at the end of the day, just go there, do your best. You're still your cheering on.
And thank you very much, students. All the best. I sense your passion. Continue being passionate as you mold the nation's children to achieve their dreams. Thank you. We are wrapping up our chit-chat session today, looking at discovering the new us, because inadvertently COVID-19 has caused us to look at ourselves and do things differently. None of us are ever the same since COVID. And so today, while we're chit-chatting, we're doing it on the premise that we have to maintain focus and determination in the face of change. And as a school, we have been doing this as we battle to complete this year, operating virtually. We couldn't have done it without our parents, and so today I'm happy to have a parent, and most importantly, a father joining us to share in this discussion. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. My name is Warren Walker. Parent at Ascot.
Mr. Walker, how did you manage turning your home into school as well? Learning that you're going to have data plan and Wi-Fi, and your child will have to learn how to get onto these various platforms to learn. What was your experience there?
Well, my experience that was a little bit challenging. Internet services, I had that already in place. You know, our children of today, they're more computer literate, tech savvy more than us as adults, so we also have to learn from them as well. And so it was a little bit challenging at first because I have several other children dealing with at the time, ranging from grade 1, grade 2, grade 5, and grade 6. My son is in grade 6, my daughter is in grade 1. But I have 2 other children possible as well. And so from this school as well. And so yes, it's very challenging because everybody has a different learning pace. And so that makes it challenging for me. But I managed to work out the formula in which how to get to react and interact with the schoolwork. However, the platform used, I was pretty comfortable with the platforms because we were on Google Classroom, Class 101, Class Dojo, we have WhatsApp classes as well. So, I mean, sitting in every classes session for each student on an interim basis was pretty challenging. So I also learned a lot, and I also learned how to maneuver my devices a lot better.
And so, what word or what would you have to say at this point to other parents and guardians who might have to continue operating in virtual school come September?
Well, my advice is through this time will be one of the best times for us as parents because our children are at school every day, and so we not get that amount of time to interact with them. So this is a time that we should all sit and interact with the children and see what the teachers are going to do on a daily basis, because it's not easy. because I mean they spend most of the time in school. So I would say sit with your children, put yourself in the teacher's perspective, right, and just try and cope and work with your child, try to find out the weakest areas, and try to work and help them. And if you don't know how to do so, seek assistance, seek help. We have our WhatsApp groups, we have parents where we have our teachers that can follow up all the time. We are in a situation, and so just seek help and advice.
Would you say you're a satisfied customer as a parent?
Yes, I am.
At this point, if you were to say anything to the administrators and teachers of the school, what would it be?
I would say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to become a member, partner, parent, Ascot Primary School, family. We're all a family here, and so I would say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I say thank you. To use it as we have a to get the leadership and thank you for the opportunity to be your partner.
You're welcome, sir. We're here to serve, and I'm happy that you do this will. So I'll be with you and continue to be courageous. Virtually, and I'm here with the PTA president, who will tell us how she managed virtually in her capacity.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jackson. My name is Nicole Koff. I'm the PTA president for the Ascot Primary School. Well, for me, how I coped during the COVID, over that period, we were able to transfer information in our WhatsApp groups on a daily basis, apart from transferring information to the parents. One of my main concerns was the mental health of our parents, because being in this kind of lockdown, it's nothing we have experienced before. And so, personally, it was taking a toll on me too, but I had to be strong for the parents. And so what we would do is generally send like scriptures, songs, just to perk up the spirits of our parents. Apart from that, we liaise with the class guidance counselor and seek to put together food supplies for the parents who were out of work or who were not able to be, to work during that season.
And importantly, was there any lesson that you learned? Did you learn anything new as a result of COVID?
Well, what I have learned is that, generally speaking, we have to have that mindset of change. We're not going back, we're actually going forward. So I want to encourage our parents that we have to change our mindsets going forward. We have to be in sync with technology. However possible, we'll have to have our laptops or tablets, data services, internet connection, because we're not going back, we're going forward.
And how do you see school and parenting going forward as a result of this?
Well, we'll be more heading towards virtual classes. We've had that experience over the pandemic season where from the school we had to be on Google Classroom or Zoom educational programs from the Ministry of Education. So we were struggling somewhat in the initial stages, but after that, communicating with each other, helping others to connect on the system. There are a lot of things I've learned as a parent. I have learned how to maneuver, doing classes online, doing the actual work online and submitting them, because before we had to be doing a lot of prints, printing a lot of work. And so I managed to maneuver my way to do the work online and submitting it online. So I didn't have to do any prints whatsoever.
Going forward is very unpredictable what school will be like. and most likely will be plunged into virtual school for a period. Still, what advice would you give to parents who are still not fully gotten into the groove of this virtual school?
Well, like I said before, our mindsets, we have to have that mindset. We have to have people who can support us. Because personally, I did not have immediate relatives around me to assist me. So you have to have people behind you to support you, family members to support you, because for this virtual classroom, it takes a lot. You have to be consistent because you're getting a lot of work, and so you want to be sending the work on time. So you have to have people behind you who will help you with the children if you have other children. So helping you with the children or even with the housework, so you can focus on the virtual classroom. Because anything virtual now, it has to be rigid, or you're going to be finding yourself left behind.
Profound statement. There's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
And it's great seeing you.
What was that? With our senior vice principal, who is now Dr. Donna Jarrett, and of course I will be speaking with her to find out how she managed virtually as VP. Welcome, Mrs. Jarrett.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Thank you. I am Donna Jarrett, Senior Vice Principal, Ascot Primary School.
How did you manage virtually as VP?
Virtually as VP, I can say that at times it was very, very exciting. Initially, I was very enthused to find the different learning platforms that the teachers could integrate the learning on and interface with the students. It was also very exhausting because you have to ensure that the platforms that you find are the important and necessary ones for the environment. There are a myriad of them, but we have to ensure that the one that we chose is, of course, the correct one. Also, managing the teachers, ensuring that they were maintaining the presence on the platform of the teachers was also a very good learning exercise because it taught me how to manage virtually teachers, parents, and students. It was very intellectually stimulating. Thank you.
Very good to hear that, Dr. Derek. You are no ordinary person because you would have enjoyed this season while many persons will be complaining about the technological challenges they're having. I notice you literally bask in it to your own advantage. This is quite commendable. Now you would have been at Ascot for years. I came here 2012 as principal and met you. So tell us about your journey at Ascot Primary School.
Okay. My journey at Ascot Primary School started September 1, 1997. I was one of the first batch of teachers to grace the school's presence. It has been an awesome time, and awesome is very wide. I learned a lot. I learned how to integrate learning. I learned how to manipulate my time management. I learned also how to manage teachers, manage parents, and also how to manage myself because I had so many roles. I was a classroom teacher. I was also a member of the board. I was one of the coaches for our quiz teams. We had the KFC quiz team. We had the Junior School Challenge quiz team. We also had debate, which I played a background part in that, helping to find the resources. I have also found that it's very stimulating when you can empower your teachers. And so as these facilitators go into the classroom, I ensure as much as is possible that they get something additional to take to the classroom so they could facilitate the students learning more effectively each time. Because living in this 21st century, we have to cater to the digital needs of our 21st century learners. because these digital migrants needs to be engrossed in the learning styles of this time in which we're living. I became vice principal in 2009 and then eventually becoming senior vice principal here. It has taught me patience. It has taught me to manifest more so the fruit of the Spirit, and I have found that it was very, very enlightening because I interacted with different parents, different students with different learning styles, and different teachers also who learn differently. So it has been a very, very interesting, stimulating, heartwarming time here at Ascot Primary School.
Okay, madam, I listened attentively. You seem to enjoy your stay here. And I know that you'll be moving on soon to a new position. You'll be moving on to the position of principal in another learning institution. So I would like to ask you, how has leadership here impacted you, and how will you use the experience here to charter that course in a new school?
The learning experience here has been my learning ground, and I must say thanks to you too, Mr. Jackson, because you started by empowering me, empowering the staff. You help us to find our hidden talents, and one of my talents was surfing the internet and finding different teaching methods, different teaching styles, activities, and ways in which I could empower the staff. So that has been the foundation. This COVID also has empowered me where I can learn how to manage the teachers virtually, because we don't know what will happen come September. And presently I'm in one of the NCEL courses, which is managing our teachers virtually, virtual learning environment. It also teaches me how to manage staff, because of course staff, they're people and they have different feelings, and one of the things that NCEL has reminded us that we must engage the principles of Maslow before Bloom. So we cater to the different needs of our teachers so that they are ready to engage the students. We empower them because different teachers will have different styles of teaching, and so we will have to do our empowerment sessions. We'll have to listen to our teachers and ensure that they are ready to face the students. Then we empower our parents, empower our students also, and so we become a learning environment which students are ready and willing and happy to be part of.
What advice would you give to other administrators? Because we may jolly well be operating virtually for a while. What advice would you give to them to make them a little more comfortable in their space, in their capacity as an administrator, if we should continue in the virtual school?
First of all, the administrators will have to be versatile. Versatility comes in where they have to avoid some different styles of managing. Now they have to also become a servant leader if they weren't before, because servant leaders now you'll have to search for the different platforms and choose the most suitable for your school. Not all schools will be engaged on the same learning platform because their needs will be different. And so you have to know your environment in which you're existing and cater to that need. You also have to cater to your need because you might have some gaps in your learning, so you will have to empower yourself first so you can empower your staff, and this is where you will collaborate with other principals and engage in best practices in this learning style, because it's new for all of us, this new normal, and it will shake us to the ground, and so we will have to find that group, that support group, because the principals now will have to be your support group, where you can establish certain principles, and you will also have to enlighten yourself. And from those principles, choose the most appropriate for your environment. It's not a one-size-fit where your school is concerned in all the areas.
Well said, Dr. Derek. It's a pleasure speaking to you. I know you will do well in a new position, and I want to wish you all the best. And remember that we may be apart, but we are still there with you. It was a pleasure working with you as Vice Principal here, and it doesn't end. I will still extend myself to you, and I'm sure you will still extend yourself to us. And all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, and oh, so you're with mommy and daddy, alright? So it's the ideal time to break the news. Mommy, how you feeling?
Okay.
Daddy, how you feeling? You're feeling good, alright? How you feeling, sir?
Well, I know I did my best, and I did whatever it is, I know I worked hard for it.
Alright, so your results are in. And I am happy to tell you that you will be going to Campion College!
You're excited.
I like that reaction.
So how you feel, mommy?
I'm so proud of him. And I know he could do his best because he always works very hard. So I know he will do it.
Daddy, how you feel? And I know that when children do so well, the parents would have been a mighty force behind them, and some sacrifices would have been made. So I know you will continue to work with him throughout high school, and we expect you to do your best. And we're looking forward to hearing the great stories. So you need to say something, or you need to stand up and say your name, which class you're from.
I am Kian Whatever from class 6A.
And your final words to Ascot Primary?
My final words to Ascot Primary is to strive for excellence, do your best, and never give up.
Amen.
Okay, Mari, you're out here with mommy. Congratulations. Good to see you. How are you doing today?
Fine.
Fine. Great too. And you're looking well. Mom, look as if you're very anxious.
Kimoya!
Yes, sir.
You're here. We have good news for you. How do you feel?
I'm feeling very anxious.
Mommy, how do you feel?
I'm very excited and anxious also.
Well, I am happy to tell you, Kimoya. And you'll be going to Campion College.
Thank you.
And not only that, when we tally the scores, you emerge the top P.E.P girl.
That's good.
That's good.
So tell us how you feel.
I feel very special here in myself because from the beginning I know I could do it. I know I could do as the professor strive for excellence. I know I could be able to reach where I wanted to reach because as many persons say, the sky's the limits. And for me, I don't have any limits. I just try to do the best I can.
Impressive. What word did you give to your fellow primary school students who will remain and will be doing P.E.P next year?
I would just tell them to do their best, strive for excellence, as the also says once again, and to just focus on where they're going, not what's around them, not where they're coming from, but where they're going, and do their best to reach their limits, to reach the sky.
And what part in words would you have for Mrs. Donna Jarrett, our Vice Principal?
Miss Jarrett, I really want to thank you. You really did a lot for me. You were there to support me when I had my problems, and you were there to congratulate me when I did well. And I really am thankful for all you have done.
And your final words now to Ascot Primary?
My final words are farewell, Ascot Primary. I really hope that you will maintain the best.
But come last school song.
Yeah. Everybody around.
Let me sing it.
Wait, yeah, is that your side?
God in the face of hardship and difficulties. The challenge is ours to build our school and repossess our land. Never doubt, never quit, till all the victories are won. Let's be bold, let's be fearless, in comparative literacy, in numeracy and immorality. Ascot Primary, strive to be our very best. We are building a strong foundation, receiving a strong education. Our future's bright. Let us learn and shine our light. Let's do our best, nothing less than to reach success. Let's continue to strive for excellence and the angels of change. Let's heed the warning, respect and honor of the leaders of our land. Let's respect ourselves and the teachers and show them we care. We will trust in the Almighty God. Yes, He is the one that we fear. Ascot Primary, strive to be our very best. We are building a strong foundation, receiving a strong education. Our future's bright. Let us learn and shine our light. Let's do our best, nothing less than to reach success. Let's do our best, nothing less than to reach success.
Kaput.
Well, time for high school. I'm off to Bridgeport High.
I'm going to Meadowbrook. I am off to
I am off to St. Catherine.
I am off to Merlo by Ascot. I am off to St. Andrews.
C-Bar.
I am off to Ascot.
Don't take off the mask.
I am off to St. Catherine by Ascot.
I'm off to Merlo. Goodbye Ascot and I know you're going to be a striker.
I am off to Ascot High. I will miss Ascot Primary.
I'm off to St. George. Goodbye Ascot. Bye Ascot. I'm off to Cedar.
By Ascot, I'm off to Other Martin.
Off to Other Martin by Ascot.
I'm off to Calabar. I am off to Merlo by Ascot. I'm off to St. Ascot Girls by Ascot.
I am off to Arden by Ascot.
I am off to Ponchal by Ascot. I am off to Ponchal.
Hello Ascot, and I am off to
I am off to Arden by Ascot. By Ascot, I'm going to reach again.
By Ascot, I'm off to Cedar.
Off to Calabar. By Ascot, I'm off to Bridgeport.
I'm off to Geneva. By Ascot.
What?
By Ascot, I'm off to St.
By Ascot,
Big and loud.
I am going to Kingston College.
Parties for life.
By Ascot, I'm to Holy Shadows. I'm off to Meadowbrook.
By Ascot, I'm going off to Arden High.
By Ascot, I'm off to St. Andrews for Girls. Ascot Camping College.
Practice.
I'm off to early night with biology.
I am off
to Camping College by Ascot. It's been a pleasure staying here.
to see the book by Ascot.
Parting is such sweet story. We will miss the familiar faces. Because the parents we are seeing are the ones who made us see at the meetings. You have been very committed to the school. You have been the wind beneath the wind of your children. And it's for that reason why you can sit or stand here today as a proud parent. I have all confidence that as they move to high school, you will continue to give them the same kind of support. And I know that your lips are trembling to say some kind words to us. And so this is your opportunity to give us your final words. So we start from my right.
Explain how much I'm going to miss Ascot. Being here in Ascot for 6 years, such a wonderful feeling, a wonderful experience. I thank Mr. Jackson, thank the teachers, the vice principal for all the hard work and dedication that they are putting for our students. Thank you, Ascot Primary.
I would like to say thank you to Ascot Primary. It has been a tremendous journey for parents, students, teachers, and our principal decisions. And so I would like to say thank you.
It's been an amazing journey. I had 2 children coming here and they have passed for 2 grade high schools. I think Ascot Primary has a well-rounded staff from the auxiliaries right up to the principal. It has just been an amazing journey and I will truly be missing the staff, the team overall who has worked assiduously with our children. Thank you a lot, Sir Jackson. Thank you, Ms. Jarrett. Thank you, Auntie. We appreciate it a whole lot. Thanks,
Ascot Primary School. I'm so blessed to be a part of this school. And it is not my last. I've had an next child here, but it's been a blessing for my daughter to come to this school and be loved by teachers, principal, and staff. My name is Sophia Miller, the mother for Kimboy Yololi, a girl, a champion. I'm a proud mother. And I know I have to give God thanks. I couldn't do it by myself. Thanks to the principal, the teachers, the staff that helped my child to reach the level that she is today. I well appreciate all they have done for her. Even sometimes she didn't say things to me, but she said to the teachers. And I just want to give Ascot a big thank you. It's not my last. I'm still here journeying with Ascot. So that's it.
The Ascot teaching staff, Mr. Jackson, for leading a role of discipline towards my children. I can see the result when they are home based on what they learn at school in terms of discipline. And I must say that I'm very proud of the result of that and where they're heading to as they journey on towards their high school level of learning. So very much thanks and appreciation.
Thank you so much, Ascot, for great job done. From grade 1 to 6, it has been great. I appreciate everyone, all staff, so much. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I am so elated right now. Trust me, I'm so elated. Trust me, I wanted to give God thanks for carrying us this far. I want to give God thanks for the principal, Mr. Mark Jackson. Trust me, he is a man with a plan indeed. And he always reinforces. Sometimes I'm here and I watch Mr. Mark Jackson reinforcing the guidelines to the children. You know, he wants them to get it. That is what I admire about Mr. Mark Jackson. You can see, you know, the hard work, it has been paid off. And I'm just saying, I'm such a proud parent. Just want to say, when you make the sacrifice for your parents, at the end of the day, you will see the result. I just want to say, I'm going to really miss Ascot when I come back. But it's good. Really love Ascot. Bless you, Vice Principal, the Principal, and all the staff. Thank you.
So I'm off with my child, both of them, one to early childhood and the other to early high school.
Jamaica College. Off with my child to campaign.
I am off with my child to journey to KC.
I'm off with my child to Bridgeport.
Yes.
I'm off with my child to early childhood.
I am off with my child to DC the Grove Academy.
Here and name Ascot Primary Proud. When I go over the high school, I see some names in honor roll. When I go to Cedar Grove, I see some names with students in honor roll. I think what we as primary school principals need to do is visit the high school that you go. If you go to Calabar, you're going to see some Ascot students named there in bold. If you go to Georgia, you're going to find it. Wherever you go, I realize that wherever the children from here go, they leave their footprints. It's just that we are not aware. And the parents, your parents need to come back and you need to come back and tell us of the greatness that is happening. Nolan has a sister who migrated. 2 sisters. Top girl, she has 2 sisters from another mother, am I right?
Yes, sir.
And they migrated to where? America. And she gives me frequent update. They are doing very well. They are straight A's. And the eldest one even got scholarship already for college. The mother shared it with me. So I'm just saying, the parents must give us the feedback still so we can know what is happening to you. And when you can always come back for Boys' Day, birthday, and encourage the children. You can always come back and ask us if you can come one Friday morning in devotion and so on, and talk to the children. Always come back and inspire the ones who are left behind. Amen. So don't be strangers now. This is where you would have done your primary school here, so you're always a warm welcome here. Amen. And I hope you see Mrs. McIntyre leave her house, come today to be with you. Did anybody turn around to me and say, Miss, we thank you, we love you?
Coffee Masters.
Did anybody do that? And nobody can say anything.
And tomorrow, Miss McIntyre, take care of my baby.
Miss McIntyre is a teacher who works relentlessly with the students. Even when she's not feeling well, she's there. Thumbs up, big up.
Always giving her
good teacher.
And our vice principal here, Mrs. Jarvis, as I told you. Dr. Jarvis! Who is now doctor? And you will hear it at the graduation. Yes. And excellent VP, very committed. Always elegantly dressed. Always a role model for our girls. And we won't have her in September because she's moving on to the principal of our school. But we will always remember her and we wish her all the best.
Oh yes.
Deserved, well deserved. Yes, so we're gonna have to get her. We can't get her replacement from Mrs. J, but somebody will have to fill the position. Amen. And we look forward one day to hear that some of you sitting here are principal and vice principal. Because we would have touched your life so much that you want to be one of us. I know that I have created some principals. So all the best, guys. Thank you.